All right, Wale. You're being shy? Okay. I can't see you, so it's okay. All right.
The purpose of this clothing line is to move into the future now. Instead of waiting for the future to come to us. Now, clothing line is unique and different than other clothing line because we want to change the world to make you feel better. Utilizing the weather climate all over is the main objective, to create clothes that where we don't have to feel any temperature that person doesn't like. If a person came from a hot environment, they should be able to still feel what they used to even in a cold environment. If the second person hates the cold environment, the product will adjust to their body temperature to match that climate to give them to feel the opposite temperature that they're in. The good thing about the product, it can help both men and women to lose weight without putting any substance in their body. If it's harder for someone to lose weight in a cold climate, but in a hot climate, a person loses a lot of weight. As we always say, it's so natural, it feels like a second skin.
Okay. All right, let's see the logo, stationery package.
So logo,
Okay. Explain the logo.
logo, ashtray red. The reason I picked orange and red because it's like I'm trying to give it more like a fire feel.
Okay.
So you see,
No, but just explain the shape of it. Why those shapes?
one is made it look like a spaceship,
Okay.
and the R is more like you just flash into the spaceship or something.
Okay. Okay. So it's the A and the R.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
Stationery package. Business card, letterhead, envelope.
Show that envelope first. This is my envelope.
Okay, it's supposed to be black and white.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Business card. This is my business card.
Okay, now remember that separating the information. One area is the company information. Actually, the design's not bad. It's the type and the placement of the type. So right beside the logo, I would put, like, justified to the side of the logo, the company information, meaning the company address, phone number, email, telephone, and then maybe at the top right, or even just above the logo, just as one line, you can put the employee name and then the title. And you can separate it with bullets or something if you want. Okay?
Got a letterhead.
Okay.
Letterhead.
All right.
So I want to make sure everything's consistent with my business card.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what's the first and flyer? What's the flyer?
Okay, the flyer needs work.
I changed it from the one I did the last time.
Yeah. You can do a little bit less of the coupon. It doesn't have to actually be a full third. But you need, like, even if it's just the dotted line needs to be thinner, but even blocks of white and make the type, the yellow or red, or even the type can stay white, and then you put, like, blocks of the yellow or the red behind it to separate the information. And careful with good luck and the exclamation. Too much punctuation. It's just, and you don't need to say it. If this is code there on the website, I would put it, that's the code they want to enter.
Yeah, all you gotta do, yeah, pretty much.
And then you've got a whole bunch of the dead space, what I call the dead space beside the scan bar. The hierarchy of information isn't right on this. I want you to print this up in black and white, 2 copies, and I want you to bring it to me Monday, and even if you don't have time to fix it, I want to draw on it and show you what I mean. Because I want to make sure you understand this verbal visual hierarchy before you graduate. Okay? All right. Postcard?
Postcard?
Yeah.
Alright, this is the front of my postcard.
Okay. Now, careful with the white line above his head. I don't know if it's the mountain, but it ends up looking like a cloning mistake. You'd have to take the burn tool and burn into the top of his hair, so he doesn't look so cut out.
Or just select them and leave it.
No, it'll look too choppy then. Okay, back of postcard, black and white only,
Okay.
okay?
Put it black and white. Okay, so display ads now.
Brochure, billboard, display ads.
It's not for sure. He makes some small edits.
Okay.
What do you think so far? It's not good.
It's too much. I mean, when this folds, you know, it's interesting. It's like almost like 3 different people designed it, and it's like 3 different design styles, which is interesting each on their own, but together it's too much. So I mean, I would have kept it consistent with the weather changing and the person running through. Or, I mean, I like the background of the girl. I like that graphic element. That checkered background's really strong. It's just maybe that could have been the element throughout, or maybe the background is checkering like a puzzle, so that graphic element makes sense, like the shapes continue over to the background, almost like the background's crumbling or something. And just the way that she's decapitated there isn't right. Whenever you have a torso like this, either you put her down to the bottom and put something above her, or you put like some color there, you know, a solid red or something, and then maybe if you want to superimpose the map on top. It's the image overall is too heavy.
Something about using picture right here. Like, instead of using this, I don't need to start like this like this.
I mean, I like the idea. Your idea of the weather changing throughout is a smart one. You can save an image like that for the catalog. Okay, not everything has to be in one piece, you know. But I would stick to the weather changing and the person running through it. It's a smart idea. Just this girl on top kind of takes away from it.
Does it need to say clothing line?
Andre, sorry.
Does it need to say clothing line?
It's actually
Clothing line is the press.
It's actual clothing line. I don't want to be like corporate business or something.
Sorry, Desmond. What?
Is that logo big?
Yeah, the logo is big.
Oh,
Desmond noticed the logo's big. It's too big. Okay. Mercedes.
Can I go next?
Stop. No, other people.
No plan really over 8 o'clock.
I know. No.
I'm starving.
Yo,
It's the bad.
You're skinny. You hardly eat.
that's the point. That's why because I'm always here. I need to pay attention.
So this is this.
Talk into that one, Nancy.
Huh? Sorry.
Pretty much the information like this thing here.
Okay. The inside's not bad. The inside's not bad. It's just that the layout's fine. I'm concerned about the cosmic background. You know, they just need to be consistent with what's on the inside background, what's on the outside. And I would bring the weather thing back on the inside as well.
So you
Keep it consistent, and maybe on the inside there's no one running through it. You know, they're only running through it on the outside, but on the inside it's the weather, the change of seasons. Okay?
Font looks a
And
little big.
yeah, the font is, I was about to say that, the font is big. It needs to be, God, I mean, they're different sizes. The About Us needs to be half that size.
They're not the same font.
Yeah, they're not? Wale? Are they the same font?
it's
What?
a little bigger and a little smaller.
No, like on the left is a completely different font from everywhere else. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So display ads. Next.
Yeah. Okay, now, with this, again, with the brackets, just make the lines thinner. All the lines need to be thinner, okay? Because you don't want that to be too overwhelming. All right, and make sure that the bullets next to adjust and comfortable are smaller, and that font is really lined up properly, like the A really above the T. Okay? Go to the other ads. Okay, same thing with this. All right.
Just a straight line without the banner.
I think because of the snowy background, I think it needs something around it. But if they're much thinner lines, it won't be so distracting. Or even if it's just, you know, one of these like underneath lines, or it's just sort of like a line underneath and then the thin arrow coming to it. Okay, let's see the other one. Okay, now, the other two had snow, okay. All right, again, same thing with this, okay? The compositing and cloning, you did a good job on these. Okay, so the Photoshop technique is improving. All right?
Font is still a little big.
Andreas has a problem with the font still. No, he's right, though. He's right. Okay, let's see, billboard? Okay, this billboard was very well done. The only thing I'm wondering is the environment it's in. Is it,
Snow, it's like a, actually random place in the snow.
Where is it?
no, I know, but that's a really, like,
There's
is,
nothing there.
yeah.
Yes, that's the point, it's supposed to be nothing there.
No, I know, but
You're
who's gonna see it, yeah.
You
I
got
mean-
a billboard in the middle of Antarctica.
Like, it's just, I mean, where does the ground begin and end? That was my only thing with this, is the environment of it. I mean, I like the idea that it's snowing, but you need to find an environment where there's cars or something, like an environment where it's snowing, not so much, looks like it's in the sky. Like a plane will see it.
I mean, that could be useful.
No, well, that's not, we don't, that's not done yet, so.
Well, maybe he's the first to do it. Jake.
Right, again, this is like the Carl Jones thing all over again.
Carl Jones. Did I miss that class?
Yeah, yeah. Package design, yeah. Okay. You intentionally put asteroid red backwards on the other bag? Okay, why? Yeah, why?
I mean, I just wanted to show like a front and back, and what if it looked like opposite or something?
No,
So
no,
if
but
someone's looking at it from the opposite side, would they be able to
read it. Yeah, you want to advertise your company properly, so I wouldn't do that. I appreciate the idea behind it, but because of the material's not transparent, it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, just do it the normal way, because you can't control how someone's going to carry it. You know, they're not going to carry it to this side, or it's too clever for package design. Okay. Okay. Make sure the font's the same on everything and it's going the same way. Yeah, just straight. Looks like it's slanted on some of the others.
italicized in all of them?
Yeah.
That last one doesn't actually.
The one at the bottom looks the best. So make it match the one at the bottom. Okay? Okay, another box. All right, what else did you do? Okay, another bag. All right, what else did you do? Bags and boxes only?
Pretty much. It's pretty much what.
Try doing a gift box or something, because the clothing might come in a, in a sweater box or something like that. Okay. All right.
I want to put two like
I would do another package design that's like, like a sweater box or something. You know.
so now I'm gonna do the catalog.
Okay, and it's not supposed to be with the border.
Something like this.
Yeah, do you want the white border around it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's supposed to be designed with the border. All right, let's see the next page.
Is this the catalog?
Yeah. Okay, and the border's not here on this one. If you're gonna put the border on the cover, keep it consistent throughout. So white border's on all the pages, or take out the border on the cover. Okay? And I would make table of contents bigger, and just make it closer, just the word table of contents.
The actual heading.
Yeah. Not the table of contents, I know you made it smaller, it looks better smaller. The word's table of contents.
Change the font.
Well, you could change the font actually, but I'd make it bigger. A lot bigger, just so it sits in that space better.
Is it supposed to say asteroid red on every page? Or just on that inside page?
Just on that page.
Why?
Because
No,
once
no.
you get to the man in Paris, what's the astronaut man, there's one big astronaut.
Okay, okay.
Like,
Okay. Okay. All right.
So much better than I did before.
Yeah, it is much better.
Astro Man.
Man, I'm supposed to Astro Boy.
Go to two-page scrolling. No.
Okay.
Feels so good.
Okay, your page numbers at the bottom are still too big. And you're using this blue throughout, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So okay, so the color's not changing.
It's gonna be consistent.
Okay.
Like, for example, Astro World is gonna be the same color.
I would also just lighten her shadow a bit. The opacity. The shadow on the woman is a little bit too dark. So just lighten it.
That white shirt's a little hard to see.
Which one? Oh, the one up there. You might wanna move the shadow up a little bit on it. Yeah. Lighten your shadows on all of them. The black is a little bit too heavy. Okay. Maybe make it at 70% opacity. Okay.
Same thing with her, or
A little bit. Hers isn't as bad.
Is the layout, why'd you change the layout?
you talking about this?
Yeah.
It's only a different color.
No, like you got the splash page with the stars and the explosion on the left side for the other two, and it's on the right.
Because Kids has a little bit more.
Cause what?
Kids has a lot more.
No, but he's right. You should keep it
Yeah, you just
consistent.
switched it.
Yeah.
Oh, switch it. Okay.
Like make it consistent.
Switch it.
Okay, these balloons need more.
Give me that face.
I mean, you could really easily find an image of balloons, like bunch of balloons bunched together. Don't do them like that. Okay, they just look like sad balloons. Balloons should look happy. They should. Happy balloons bunched together. They just look like they really are lost and are just
What
dying.
are we doing?
I had a picture of a girl up here earlier, it didn't look right, so I
Okay, no, but it's easy to find happy balloons.
It's the balloon though.
You could even Google happy balloons. I'm sure lots of stuff will come up.
Just Google balloons.
Okay.
These kids, dog.
Kids, I swear.
Okay, now just lighten the reflections.
Do the
Change the
others-
opacity
do the
of it
others have
and
reflections?
lighten them. Yeah, and make sure everyone has the reflection, but also make sure that you blur them a little bit too. Okay.
I did this, I tried to do it, I was trying to count myself.
You know, no, you didn't do. It's not that bad actually.
Hang your clothes all day,
Just,
dog.
just me. Those kids are cute.
I ain't trying to get my Astro boots wet, bro.
No. Listen.
I don't want to play in no mud. Tyrone, go wet.
The shadow on all the products is still a little bit too dark. So when I say that, just go back and fix it on all of them.
Not all of
Change
them
the
have
opacity.
shadows.
Oh, that's right. The blue shirt doesn't have a shadow.
Nor does
The dress.
And they're
And
all
make and make sure all the shadows are going in the same side,
Same thing.
like to the right or something like that.
to the left or
Okay. And the font. Make sure everything is lined up. Like, see, the type on the dress is not lined up with the type of the shirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, they should all be lined up. And see how
What?
asteroid right there with the red sweatshirt, it's not lined up.
Could you make the purple? That one's actually, I think. Could you make the purple dress smaller so that it's not so close to the text?
All right.
No, but you might have to, you could just move the text down a little bit.
Well, no, because then you have to move the rest of them down, and the rest of them are perfectly spaced.
You have to be, well, is it though?
More or less.
It is lined up?
It's,
You-
it's lined up
you-
on the bottom, like horizontally.
You
not
might
vertically.
you might have to because there's a little bit too much space between asteroid, the purple dress, asteroid, and item. So I would maybe move those headers down a little bit for each of them.
Yeah, I got it to the spot.
When you do a test print of this, when you guys print your stuff, then you see if the font is too big or not. I think it's a little too big. You might have to make it 1 point smaller. Okay.
This is, I think, 12, this one's right.
No, but you know 12.1 font is different than 12 point another. And most catalog font is 9
Why are
point.
you making the name smaller than
The item number and
So you
size.
see the line.
no, you should see the name.
The name is more important than the item number.
Yeah. And then we need a description. Is this cotton? Is it, what's it made in? What material? I told you to look up like a catalog online. Any catalog. Even you can go to J. Crew and you can look up their catalogs. They'll say view catalog, and they're very thorough with their descriptions. Where it's made, imported,
What kind
made
of
in
fabric
China.
it is,
Yeah.
Where it was constructed,
Sounds like.
made in the US, etc.
Okay.
Accessories.
Okay.
So comfortable. These taglines, bro. You got it.
I just got to.
I feel like R. Kelly is telling me that.
Like, why are all the, like, the
It's just
first
R. Kelly's
two
voice.
lines on an orange, but not the last item? No,
What'd you say?
it's not,
Like an orange stripe behind the first column.
like, why is it on those, but not the last one? I
The-
feel like it's not, it's not, I feel like you should add.
Like it's 4 lines for each one of them, but it's
I feel like you should add an extra orange line to each one, because, so it has to be, it could be like the other ones.
It was
And you,
all right.
no, you could for that top row, because then it pushes the products forward and just makes it look consistent. And you could have that orange line carry over to the edge of the page if you wanted to the other side.
what if you heighten or lessen the transparency on these orange bars? Because it looks really like coarse against the actual garment.
It's supposed to come out of the garment. It's on the side.
Well, no, yeah, but it's just really coarse against the items on the page.
Okay, and again, the page numbers
No,
need to
no,
be
all right,
smaller.
so on the right side?
Yeah, here we go.
Alright.
We're almost done, hold on.
You're not almost done. No, it's already.
Shh.
It's the last one.
What were you gonna say, Andreas?
I mean, it's on the next page.
This is the last page.
I love this hat.
I love this hats. I love this hat.
I love those hats.
I love
These hats!
these hats, okay? These hats.
Well, it could be those.
This hats.
I love those hats.
Oh, no.
These would be in your hand.
Okay, Wale, it's better, but catalog has to be very precise, okay? Because it's really just a repetition of the same thing, okay? And if you want, all of that comes into the grading, okay? So, perfect everything, all right? Okay. All right, and let's hear your commercial idea.
Commercial ideas will be pretty much simple. Like, I may have somebody go to the train, like bus station or something, or like depending on the weather outside. If it's so hot, I have somebody be mad, upset because it's hot. If somebody just came out of nowhere, just made my product,
Yeah.
just like I'm just chilling. The bus gonna come. Hey, excuse me, sir. Where do you get that from? You look kind of mighty warm. That's right
Okay,
down the street. It just costs like $30 to get this.
okay,
He said, instead of going to the bus station, just go straight to the art building.
okay, okay. All right, yay. Let's clap.